Hello, hi everyone. So welcome back to my channel and let's start with today's Leetcode challenge, that is delete characters to make fancy string. So till now we have completed 21 challenges. In case you have missed any, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. I've created playlist for the same. Okay, so let's just quickly start with the problem statement. A fancy string is a string where no three consecutive characters are equal. And we are given a string S. We have to delete the minimum possible number of characters from S to make it fancy. And now we have to return the final string after the deletion. It can be shown that the answer will always be unique. So for this example, lead code, three E's are present, so we'll remove one E and it will be lead code. Similarly here, three A's are present, so we will remove first A, then A, B, and there are four A's, so we'll remove two so that it will be a fancy, and two A's will be present after B, right? So we will quickly move to the intuition building part. Okay, so we can quickly start with the intuition building part. So we have this string and there's a constraint that three consecutive characters should not be equal. That means any of these three characters should not be equal. At most two characters can be equal. So if you see that we have L, okay, then E, then E, then E, right? So these three are equal. So what we have to do, we can remove one of them. So we can try removing this one. If you see two E's are together, then T, C, O, D, E. It is good. So this is our fancy string, right? LEECOD. So how we can check for this? If you see, let's start with that part. So now I will just remove it and then we will start iterating and check how we can make our answer. So let's just say we have our answer string that we have to return, that fancy string. Now we will come to this. We will take one pointer that will count current character and one count. Okay, so current character is L. We'll place L and count is 1. Now we move here E. Okay, current character is E, so it is changed and it is not equals to previous. Okay, so we will make it, so this is current character and we make another, we place it here, previous character, and then we will have our count. Previous character, earlier previous character was null. Now when comes E, so previous character was L and current character was E, right? And count was 1. So we don't have, and whenever we come to any character, we add it in a string. Right now when E comes, it is not equal, so we will add E. Now we come to this E, right? Now previous becomes E and current also becomes E. What is it? Both are equal, count will be updated. Since count is less than 3, we can append it in our answer, we will append it. Now when we come to this E, right? So current character is E and previous character is also E, so now count becomes 3. Now count is 3, so we cannot make it in our answer because 3 consecutive characters should not be equal. So we cannot append it in our answer, fancy string. So we move to next position, right? Now T. So current character is T and previous character is E. So they are not equal. And since the current character is not equal to previous character, our count comes back to 1. And when count is 1, it is less than 3. So we will append it in our answer. Now we come to this C. Current character is C. Previous character was T. And C and T are not equal. So we will update count to again 1. And count is less than 3. So we will add it in our answer. Right? So what we are doing? We are checking if current character that we are coming on is equal to the previous character that we have encountered, and if they are not equal, that means we will start from this current character frequency. Okay, because in the coming future this character can come 3 times or not, one possibility. So now what we'll do, we will update the count to 1 because we will start with 1 frequency now, and whenever we found that the frequency is 1, we can append that character in our answer, and later on when the 3 frequency come, we will not append that character, right? So we come to C. C is not equals to T, so count is 1, we add C. Now we come to this O, right? O, current character becomes O and previous character was C. O and C are not equal, count is 1 and we added in our answer, right? And this is how the process goes until we get our answer string. So what you are seeing, that we are creating another string and we are using these 3 variables. So current character, previous character and count. This is the direct approach and the simple approach. Now the time complexity thing for this approach will be big of n. right? Because we are just going over this string iteratively, and space complexity is big of n, because we are using some extra space for building this answer. There is another approach that we can try to optimize this. In an interviewer can ask you to optimize this optimization now can comes to big of one optimize approach. If you are seeing this string Leetcode, right? L here, E here, right? Now you have to do it in a open space, constant space. But you can try on. You cannot use any other extra space. So that means that you have to do in place changes. And whenever string question comes and you have to do some in place thing, you try using the method of two pointer. That is the best approach for the question related to string and arrays, where you have indexing thing and you have to do in place changes. Okay, now we will use two pointer. So what we can do, we will create a pointer I, right? And we will start iterating on this, and we store one previous character. Okay, now we come to this and we have still our count. We will not use this answer string now. So we have our count now. Okay, so now we will move to this character. Let's just say we will moving be at the ith and jth will be placed here, right? J is here. Now we'll check if this character s of I is equals to previous. No. So what you will do, we will assign this count 1 and assign this character to previous character, that will be L, right? Since your current count is less than 3, so we will just update the jth position with this previous character, right? Now we move I, similarly j will be moved, right? Now what you will do, you will check if your ith character is equals to previous. No, so you will do the same, both will move here and your jth position will be same. So L and E is your in your current range. Now again what you will do, your previous character will be E now. Now you check if E is equals to your this s of I. So yes, it is equal. Now your count is updated to 2. You still have your count less than 3, so you will update j and assign jth position to your character current this previous character. Now I will be moved, okay, and now ith character will be confirmed with previous character. Yes, they are both equal, so you will update the count to 3, right? Because your current character and previous character are equal. Now what you have, count is greater than 3, so will you move j? No, because as per our constraint 3 consecutive characters should not be equal, right? Now j is not moved, j still be here. Now we move I, right? Now this E will be checked with current character T. T and T are not equal, so what you have to do, you will update the count to 1, current character will be T, and your jth position character will be updated with your current character, right? So now in place of this E, T will be added. So I will add T here like this, and J will be moved to its next. Now what you have to check, I will be moved here, and then I and previous character will be compared, s of I and T. So s of I is C, C and T are not equal, again the count will be 1, and your jth character will be replaced with your current character, that will be updated to C, right? When you do this check, so at place of this jth, C will be added, right? So similarly here O will be updated, D will be updated, and E will be updated. So now your J will reside here, right? J will be reside here and I will reach the end. So what you have to do, since you have your answer in this range from 0 till this is size, let's just say n, so this is n minus 2, so the length is n minus 1, right, which is your jth. So what you have to do at the end, you have to resize your string with your jth value, because this is residing at n minus 1 and this length is n minus 1. So you will resize and will you will return S. So the only thing we have optimized is space complexity that we have done in big of 1. Time complexity is still the same, big of n, because we are going on each character, right? So now we will quickly move to the coding part to better understand both of the approaches that we have discussed. Okay, so we can quickly start with the coding solution. Now we will take another string as answer for that additional space approach, and one count variable for frequency of each character, current character. So that will be your 0th character currently, and we will start from 0 index till s dot length and plus plus. Now what you have to check, if your current character is equals to your s of I, if this is true, then you have to update your count, right? And if this is not true, then you have to mark the count as 1. Now what you have to do, if your count is less than 3, that means you have to update the character to the character you are on which. Okay, so that you can compare when you are coming next, right? So now we will we'll return the answer and we will get that. So we'll try running it on example test cases. Okay, so it is running fine. Now we'll try submitting it. Okay, so it is running perfectly fine. So now we will do, okay, so now we can quickly start with the big of 1 space approach, right? So we have to take one counter and we have to take a pointer j for moving in this string to update it. Now we have to take one current character so that we can store it. If we have this previous character we have in a string, so it will be currently s of 0, and we will start iterating the string from 0 till end. So I dot less than s dot length and I plus plus, right? Now what you have to compare, if your s of I is equals to your current character, if it is true, then you just have to update your count, else you have to update your count to 1, right? And you have to update your current character, so current character will be s of I. And if your count is less than 3, that means that you are still in this range. You just have to update your jth position and update the jth position to the next. So your s of j will be your current character that you are having, and you have to update the j. Okay, so this is how you can do it, and we'll return the original string s. Okay, so we are getting a wrong answer, so we'll compare. Count is 0, we'll update the count, else we will update the count to 1 and assign this. Count is less than 0, will j and j plus plus, and we are returning. So where we are, okay, so one thing that we have missed that we have discussed in the end, we have to resize. So we have to resize the string to a jth position. So yes, it is running perfectly fine, so we'll try submitting it. Yeah, so it is submitted successfully. Thanks everyone for watching. In case you do like this video, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. And in case you have any questions, DMs, or any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, or if you have any alternate approach, you can share that in the comments only. Thanks everyone.